Weekly update for Friday, May 17. And I think this is going to be our second last week with the green Dante, green Virgil cover for the April 2020 Cerebus in Hell with a question mark #1. And this is a real simple lesson this time, is the pen inking, and most particularly the contrast between the pen inking and the brush inking that you've already seen. If you're watching this as an instructional video, that's what you should be picking up on. That inking with a Hunt 102 pen nib, a brand new Hunt 102 pen nib, which I was scrupulous about with the green Dante, green Virgil cover. The thinness of the line that you get from that, as contrasted with the thickness of the brush stroke, that's what gives you the sense of depth in realistic comic art and photorealistic comic art. Don't know why the effect works that way, but trust me, that's exactly where it originates from. You've got to go thinner with your pen strokes, and be as sparing with your pen strokes as you can get away with. You just want to communicate the information and make sure that it's much thinner than the much thicker brush inking. So while you're watching, if like I say, if you're using this as an instructional video, be aware of that. That this is what you're going to be learning. Aren't those pen lines like too thin? Aren't those brush strokes too thick? No, that's the difference between the professional and the amateur. The amateur cartoonist who's trying to do it is going to go too thin on the brush strokes and too thick on the pen lines. And it's the Dick Giordano lesson that I got by way of Marshall Rogers. This line and this line don't have contrast. This line and this line do have contrast. It's got to be completely overemphasized. Okay, so here we go. Pen inking, Cerebus, and green Dante. Okay, second last week, as indicated for the green Dante, green Virgil cover. And just to recap for everybody, the bidding on the cover is sitting at $1,277 US and includes the Cerebus AV In Hell with a Question Mark comics corner bullet, parody of the DC corner bullet, April #1 traced enlarged size, finished pencil of Cerebus the Twitter Junkie. What else do we have here? We've got the pencil logo for green Dante, green Virgil. Blue pencil, preliminary rough of Cerebus the Twitter Junkie. Cerebus from the logo, tiny little penciled Cerebus from the green Dante, green Virgil logo. Stop gluing train lanterns to Cerebus's butt. And finish transfer pencil of green Dante. Pencil of the corner bullet, Cerebus AV In Hell with a Question Mark comics. Green Virgil, finished transfer pencil. And this was something that I didn't include before, but for somebody out there, this might make all the difference. This might make them go, man, I gotta have that. The 46-page script, script in quotation marks. It's actually the printed out Joe Kubert lettering, and then I've hand drawn the panel borders, the caption borders, and the word balloons and the thought balloons. This is the only time that this is ever going to happen this way. What I found was it was particularly stressful on the wrist to be doing what was in effect non-stop drawing the cover and then drawing the word balloons. I was happy with the result, but evidently the cutting and pasting with scissors, which I always found therapeutic and thought, well, that's kind of weird. What's therapeutic about cutting with scissors and putting double-sided tape on paste-ups? But it is therapeutic, so we're not going to be doing it this way ever again. So if you ever wanted 46 pages of Dave Sim word balloon artistry, this is the only way that you're going to get it. So that is included as part of the package, and we have 1 week left to go. Hope to see a bunch of you next week for the May 24th weekly update.